You are a cute little shapeshifter, are you not?
Yes. Good old Ebony. Agatha's familiar. Makes me wonder what she's supposed to look like. Well, I guess tomorrow's another day, huh? And you know what I think? I think I know where to find that. Uh-oh. Mom.
Here, child. We do not have much time.
Uh-oh.
We shall be reunited soon. I cannot help but feel excitement.
We are standing in front of each other right now.
Not here, but in the physical realm. You don't need to be coy. I know you are coming.
To where exactly?
The Sanctum Sanctorum. The prophecy advances. As much as it will please me to see you, I beg you not to stand in my way. I cannot guarantee your safety this time.
You are right, Mother. The prophecy is advancing, and we shall halt it at all costs.
I admire your conviction, child. There may come a time when we will stand in defiance of destiny. But it is not now. I have said all I can. It is out of my hands now.
Actually, it seems to be all in your hands.
I wish that were so. But you know the truth. He is closer than ever before.
Who is?
I would not dare say his name in this place. Still, he will bring us together after so long. Is it selfish of me to say that it's our reunion that matters most?
Uh-oh.
We will see each other soon, Mother.
Well, let's see.
I wouldn't have thought so, but it's good to hear those bells again after all this time. As hard as Sarah tried to keep you out of the tower, you always found your way back in, just in time to wake her up at the crack of dawn. Something has changed with you, Hunter. I can sense it.
Mom called.
Agatha?
It's all right, child. You have been through so much. Your mother is calling you back to her. Trying to break anything that stands between you.
Consider this barrier to be as unbreakable as my resolve to not follow in her footsteps.
But there's a part of you that has not totally rejected her. You have been effective at tapping into your ancestral powers of light, just as artfully as you've been leaning on your mother's darker gifts. I'm impressed how you've been able to juggle both light and dark magic, but the real question is, are you content with how your powers are developing?
Well, you know, I just want to get a Summon Charlie card. That's really it.
I have to say, I quite enjoy integrating all aspects of magic.
Then I am content. Just remember, whoever you choose to be, I accept you.
Okay.
The tower bells are ringing. My favorite childhood prank, but I have not heard them in so long. The caretaker must be wincing right now. Or maybe this was her idea of a joke.
Now, I thought we had something for Ileana. Am I wrong? Do we have anything that's vertical here? I'm a little unhappy with that. Everything's horizontal. Let's see what we can do. I don't know if she'd want a picture of herself, though. I got this twice. Well, one's good for Wolverine. One's good for me. Thistle has Wanda too. Would have been nice. Well, you know, this isn't too bad either, except there's not much detail when it expands out. Still. So we can turn this into.
That looks good.
From here, it actually doesn't look bad at all. Okay. Oh, come on. You know, we really need to see about proximity here. If I'm over like here and Doctor Strange says I'm bumping into him all the time, when I'm on the other side of a table, there must be something that is like a standard. Oh, they want me to make this. I consumed half their health to revive an ally. It's like Dark Heal ×2. I'm not into it. Not when you can do something else, like destroy a whole mess of Hydra and heal your friends, you know what I mean? Oh, it's a big day. What's this? Oh, it's Storm. Do we have anything for Storm? I thought we did. I don't know if we have anything vertical, though. Some people. She only has room for one picture. I thought we had something. Taking your time, friends? Well, I know we have something with Storm. Hold on. Oh, see, that's good. That is the only frame, right? Just checking. Why isn't this working? I'm going to wait till next time I see this place open. There's some bug or something going on today that's not showing. Charlie! Good morning.
You have not set anything on fire today, have you?
No, I did look up to see what works and what doesn't work. You know, I'm going to do this now in case there's credits in it. Yeah, like that.
Bună ziua.
Good morning, Wanda. What is this? Oh, meat market? The printing on that is horrendous. When is that texture gonna load? Got doubles here. Anyway, I was going to hold off on a moment, and I think I might know where to find that cave. See, that's that. First of all, there's another area here. I think it's just another chest, to be honest. Yeah. But
Hippie springs for more.
okay.
If it was here, Autumn would show me.
I think it's in this direction. I could be wrong. No, it's not this one. This leads you to another area over there. Let me take a look where we are. That's it. I knew there was another. I often got it confused, like, oh wait, that's not the one that's got the
Hippus will provide.
that's not the one that has the blood gate, blah blah blah. I knew it was all in the same area. I just didn't know which nook to look. So up here, there's another fragment.
This looks like one of the shards that Agatha asked me to find.
So we finally got that. I don't think there's anything down here to reveal, but I'm gonna check anyway. So I don't remember there being anything except looking for that. Like you can go behind this, but is it gonna matter? I got arcane knowledge. Oh, you know what? I never did that. I never did that in my previous run through. I should have done that. It seemed very obvious, and thank you for the credits. Oh my goodness, that is epic. Heh. Stuff back there. Anything you see that looks like a bunch of loose boulders, that's for the next time. I'm trying to slurp up all these things before we go back to the Abbey and do all the business we gotta do. Salem Common member, Skull of Elizabeth Smith. This whole area has a number of these. That's where we're going to be finding them. So we can stand that far away. We kind of know that about our heroes. I always try to get in close because they want to talk, and I realize they're seeing it a little differently. You're gonna find this is one of my favorite places to go once it opens up. You have very, very, very rare fungi in that area. Ooh. Lilith's Journal, April 14th, 1694. I want nothing more than to frolic and shout with excitement. Gregor and I have married. Sarah would tell me it's unbecoming to show so much excitement over a mortal pleasure, but I am so very much in love. I haven't told her yet. She thinks that my time away from the Abbey these last few days has been to track Hiram Shaw's movements as he seeks out the Darkhold. But no, Gregor and I have escaped to hold a private wedding ceremony and celebrate the good fortune that we found one another. I do suppose I should share the news with my sister soon, though. Seems to be blueprint day here. Let's just go close enough to see if there's any kind of thing. Okay, no journal notes or anything here. Did we get everything? Oh, come on, people. Cut me some slack. Okay, it looks like, for the most part, this is it. Finally. Now, Abbey business. Let me see for a moment. Let's talk to Tony Stark. Oh. Carol's Cree book was an odd one, but I have some thoughts. We should talk about it. On our next free night, I can meet you outside your room. It might be the last free night, because the next one is going to be a big one. If we do the story mission. Then again, you know, we already started Deadpool. Maybe we should do the next one of that before? Hey boss, good hang. We should do it again soon. Translation, I love reading my fanfic. There's something you need to see. It's a bit of a hike, so clear your schedule. Ah, okay.
Is this what you wanted to show me? A mushroom?
Fascinating, isn't it? Some of the rarest species of flora I've ever seen. Carol says there are mushrooms growing in these woods that were thought extinct decades ago.
I've never
and that
seen
tree
this.
over there? I'm pretty sure it just winked at me.
I did not realize you were so interested in nature, Tony.
Oh, I'm not. I have terrible allergies. I'm just petrified to be inside.
Tony,
I know. I'm sure it will be all fine in the end. I mean, look at us. First time I laid eyes on you, I assumed you were gonna swallow my soul. And now here we are. Two friends, enjoying a moment.
The journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step.
You're right, of course. I'm just surprised you didn't work in a basilisk or giant spider or some other terrible monstrosity you've beheaded over the years.
Yes, I suppose your situation is not unlike unraveling the web of Rorg, the Spider King, one strand at a time.
And there it is.
You asked for
Well,
it.
I suppose it's time to get back to the old abbey before Caretaker sicks the hounds of hell on us. Well, hound.
Are you sure? I could stay outside longer if...
No, I'm good. Better, in fact. Owe you one. Besides, that tree I mentioned that winked at me before, I think it just took a few steps closer.
Okay. Alright then. So we know he's into mushroom hunting. Mushroom picking. In the past, hangout in another campaign, he does mention after the fact, you know, that he has a,
There is my ferocious Charlie girl.
he has a prized, truffle hunting pig or something. Well, no, anything we do is going to be at night anyway, so might as well talk to,
I miss my students back at the school, but we'll be reunited soon.
Nice shirt. Too bad you had to die for it.
Agatha.
Do you remember the bells, kiddo? When you were younger, I could barely keep you out of that tower. Any excuse to ring those damn things. You don't know how close I came to cutting them down.
Am I missing something? Is Agatha somewhere? Did I leave her up there somewhere? Is Agatha back at, like... I'm thinking maybe Agatha is at the garden? Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Where did he move to? Am I confused here? Yeah, he's right. He should be right here. Oh, there he is. Oh. Hey there. What do you need?
Hey, can I ask a favor?
The Superhuman Registration Act is a touchy subject around here. What would you have done? Register your powers with the government or keep that knowledge to yourself? Whoa, okay. I would register if... This is an Avengers... what was this? Captain America Civil War thing? I would register. If superheroes are above the law, how can people trust us to uphold it? My powers are my own. I'll never ask permission to use them. Good on you, Cap.
Thanks, Hunter.
Cap is ready to level up with Doctor Strange. Anybody else? This is gonna be a big parade of stuff. Now, about Agatha, is she out there somewhere? That's what I need to know. Okay, she wasn't in the library, now she's in the library. Or is she not in the library, but she's at her... She's at her, I mean, at her shrine. Okay, so for whatever reason, it didn't show she was in the library. So I'm going insane, or now it's pretty obvious.
I knew you'd recover the shards if you put your mind to it, but that was still faster than I expected. I better get to work then. I'm confident I can return the moon seal to its former glory, but I'll have to send you on another errand. I need a particular flower to serve as the reagent for this ritual. It shouldn't be too hard to find. It grows right in front of my old cabin. While you gather that, I'll make the rest of the preparations.
Okay, that's not hard to do. I just didn't think she was going to do it this morning, make this thing. It looks like a... Okay, it looks like a pseudo... Deadly Nightshade, but...
This must be the reagent that Agatha needs to restore the seal.
See if there's anything else that we can take back with us. Okay.
I have found the reagent.
So you have. Let's not waste any more time.
Really?
For this to work, we'll need the elemental altar. Come with me.
I really thought this had to be at night. But I'm not complaining. Ah, the next one's to level up.
This is it, Hunter. Once I've reforged the seal, you can face the final trial. I'm sure Set is eagerly awaiting your arrival.
Yeah, that he wants to eat
It
me.
has been a long road to reach this point.
Lucky for you, the ritual won't take more than a moment. I just need to say the magic words. Abracadabra. Just kidding, dear.
Grr.
I am glad to know your situation did nothing to dampen your sense of humor.
Sarah is salty enough for the both of us. I like to keep things in balance. Now, let's get you a moon seal. I just hope Set doesn't mind a bit of refurbishment.
Well, that's pretty good refurbishment.
I will find out soon enough.
Just remember, Hunter, the answers we seek are almost within your grasp. Stay the course.
Wow, that really worked.
The next Bloodgate is near Lilith's garden.
Oh yeah, I've seen it. That's not going to be a problem. Next. Hunter, the Midnight Suns are better for your presence, as I admit am I. Even if you bump into me all the time, right? Upon great reflection, I recognize a need for time away from the forge. An hour spent in the Abbey grounds with a friend, of course, would do me wonders.
During my last meditation session, my thoughts turned to you, and I wondered if you had some wisdom to offer. I steered Earth's mightiest heroes through esoteric cataclysm and mystical strife before, but now I see myself dimmed in their eyes. With the loss of the sanctum, is it possible that I am the last Sorcerer Supreme?
All your experience makes you a stable voice in unsettling times.
Yes, I held the fate of many in my hands, but the Midnight Suns don't trust me. The Avengers fear I am so fragile that a single misplaced comment would shatter me.
Leaders cannot always see the path ahead, and I still follow you.
1 out of 3 isn't bad. None of us wields control. We can only swim through chaos, gathering what we can preserve. My ego relished being the sole calm eye in the midst of unholy tempests. Now, perhaps I find all eyes, including my own, look to you. You remind me of the Ancient One. Or perhaps I must learn the same lesson over and over.
Okay, so even his hero combos, that's what his hero combos do eventually, is it means subsequent, when you use it, subsequent cards in your hand just get beefed up. It's really good. So I don't know if it really kicks in if he's in the hero combo or if he's the first, the left. When you have the two icons together in a hero combo, the one on the left is the dominant one. That's the one. It's the one that goes twice. And I think that's when that one's passive kicks in. So it would be his hero combo versus the other heroes. Okay. There's not much I can do about Wanda and her help a hero thing.
There are some more wards I could place on it if I can just get time.
I think it's as ready as it's ever gonna be.
Really? Did we do it? Is it ready?
We did it, buddy. Working together.
Oh,
You and me.
and too much coffee, right?
I am as shocked as you are. It's a miracle.
Well, at Stark Industries, we call that a Thursday. I thought you'd be stuck in the past, but that was fun. Let's do it again. Yeah, after we stop Chthon from devouring Earth.
Oh, me or him?
Wait till you play the first Stark games. Although that project has a lot of trouble retaining talent.
Oh, I guess he's talking about us hanging out. Okay.
Hunter, what you've got there is the latest in custom alloy, handcrafted, magically protected personal protective gear.
Yes, thanks to the symbiote sample young Mr. Parker recovered, we were able to isolate the alien energy signature that appeared to be causing you so much trouble. With this armor, you should now be able to get close enough to Venom to take him down.
This time without, exploding.
That's helpful.
It feels good. Now just get me back to New York and I will handle the rest.
I could not have predicted this outcome, but it is intriguing.
I must give Tony credit. For all his jokes, he is remarkably savvy at adapting his processes to work with magic, alien life forms, pretty much anything that is thrown at him. Perhaps he really is the genius inventor that he claims to be. Please don't tell him I said that. Oh, let me see what we have. The Whisper Web. Eddie Brock has some real interesting theories, doesn't he? I'm usually not a big fan of the crackpot crowd, but if his underground contacts can give us an advantage in the battlefield, then sign me up for a tinfoil hat. That's, we can pay for intel and you can get modified general missions. I think it's things like changing them from hard to normal or something like that. The good stuff. That's a Deadpool thing. It's a matter of opinion. It's generating a copy of every hero of a certain hero's cards in your hand, and then discard everything else.
Remind me again why you haven't digitized this stuff already? This is going to take way longer than it has to.
There's something to be said of the careful
This I
study
want.
that can only be achieved by examining the physical documents themselves.
Oh, so it's a Zen thing then? You become one with the old book and it shares its secrets with you?
Always quick to mock the things you don't understand.
Oh no, I'm honestly interested this time. Maybe I can adapt your technique into something normal people can use.
I'm going to take that as a compliment.
So the camera's over here instead of in front of them as they usually are, but he's still pacing behind Strange. This is what I've been waiting for. Let me tell you, this is my favorite thing. Because, you know, nowadays when you go into a battle, the hero is going to make a comment because most of them are targeting him. So if they're targeting that hero, you play marked on the hero. All of them are going to be marked, and it's good. So this is a very valuable one, and that's what I look for when I look in my combat items, to be perfectly honest.
So, how's the whole saving the world thing going?
So Steve Rogers gonna do it today or tomorrow? His level up turn.
Sometimes, I even impress myself.
Only 2 of them are epic. Mindbreaker. I don't like it. I'm a mindbender. You know, either you're a mindbreaker or a mindbender. I'm a mindbender. Okay. I'm looking at the heroism I could grab.
Oh well.
The symbiote shell. Hunter also has a symbiote shell passive with their suit. Passive abilities can be swapped at any time. The passive also allows for it allows for I'll show you the passives here. It 10% chance to generate a bind. I like the one I have, to be honest. Resistor generates a heroism at the start of a turn. Reduce all collar thresholds by 1. Immune to all negative status effects. As I know, so you don't get stunned. You know. We can. Where is it? We can tint it. I don't want pink. Toxic bone. You know why I keep it the way it is? Because it stands out. You know, that's one of the things I didn't like about people who did dark and made all the characters dark, is everybody kind of blended in with everything. Look at all these different outfits for, what is this, everybody's choices, all the other heroes' choices or whatever? Well, this works for me anyway. So, I mean, I prefer, well, I prefer it lighter because I'm much more easy to identify. What else do we have? What else did we more recently take on a mission? I mean, it was Storm and... I thought it was Storm and Venom. I don't remember. Nah. Anyway. 1, 2. Oh, and Morbius is hanging around. Oh, these two! What's up with these two? What they want to ask me?
What do you think about Hunter's armor? Looks slick, huh?
Very slick. Venom won't know what hit him.
Stark and Strange do good work.
When they aren't bickering, that is.
Of course.
Oh, they bickered. A lot.
I think you look pretty good in that armor.
What's that?
Nothing.
Yeah, right. Okay, you first.
The new outfit looks spectacular. Just really badass.
Oh, thank you.
It's amazing what a little teamwork can produce.
Teamwork? Oh, you mean Stark and Strange.
They finally got along enough to make this. I just hope it's enough to stop Venom.
Since sitting here and not doing anything is not an option, I guess we will soon find out whether it was enough.
You don't seem to be too concerned about your own safety.
A few days ago, I was dead. Anything else is an improvement.
Well, technically a few months ago.
Good point.
I could discuss this armor all day, but...
Oh, I know. You've got a date with a symbiote. Don't let me stand in the way. Good luck out there.
The new armor suits you. It looks pretty spectacular.
Jealous?
Incredibly.
Wow, look at all those things moving around on it.
If you like it, I can see about having Strange and Stark make one for you as well.
Those two? Pfft, they barely kept it together long enough to make this for you. I'm not gonna push my luck. Besides, I got my own style.
You two is kooky. So, we have... Where is it? Oh, that's right, we're making it. Silly me. I was so thrilled with the concept, I forgot we didn't have it yet. Yeah, I know. We don't have any hero ops. That's, of course, when these things
Shielding
happen.
powers of the Vishanti on the Faithbreaker armor will make the hunter nigh indestructible.
Oh, I thought my quantum level design handled that nicely.
It's the combination. It's the key to defeat Venom and recapture my sanctum. Your tech, my spells.
Well, I guess you're right. Kind of like I'm chocolate and you're peanut butter. Together, we're amazing.
I don't care for peanut butter.
Oh, for crying out loud, work with me, Doc.
Well, you should have been the peanut butter. That's it. Come on. Psychology. Oh, he's not a painter. For goodness sakes. We need more of those hangouts. When we open up more of the Abbey very soon, that's going to be a thing. Now, who gets to be the next one?
If you can beat Carol in a straight fight, I'll let you skip training. Good luck with that.
It's Eddie's turn.
This could be carnage.
Now. Get your critical chances up. Alright. Increases the chance for drawn card to be critical. Getting up there.
Ready for more?
We've been needing to get one of yours up, so... So that is... So far they're all...
Sometimes you just need to spice things up. Try something different.
This this is it. Well, no, that's got one. And if there's green in it, it's modified, so. And this is the other quick strike. This one is vanilla. So, redraw to recover health, gain a resist on KO. I'll take that.
We need any advantage we can get.
See, what else did we recently do? Recently did one of hers. I think it was a summon.
You ever wonder if those birds out there are stuck here, trapped in the Abbey's bubble? It's creepy if you think about it.
Just give me a target.
Anything that doesn't have any green. That's got green. That's got green. This looks good. This is vanilla.
A powerful improvement.
Yes. Oh, and we did some neat stuff. Sliders deal increased damage. You don't seem to be complaining. That's enough for now. Always takes a lot of. Now you know we got some really serious recipes when we opened up stuff. Oh, I'll just skirt around them for the moment. Now we got something here. Gloss to credits. See, you get gloss to credits, but you also have to use 2 Wundagore Everblooms to do that. Just for 50. I mean, really? 2? That's not good. I'll do it anyway. We had a very lucky time before. Now, what do we have here? Got more stuff. I don't know. Charm, Major Strength Tonic, Vial of Shadows. See, that's a good thing to have. A Vial of Shadows. If you're not bringing anybody along who can give you a conceal, it's nice to have. So that's good. Dark Cry every time I looks good, but how are these? Okay, well we already have that. They don't seem to maintain more than one of anything, which disappoints me. All right, so you know, I'm planning to go on a side mission first and not in this outfit. And when I did that last time, they still commented on the outfit like I was wearing it.
Hunter's expertise extends beyond the supernatural and metaphysical.
Yeah, I'm pretty good at fighting too.
Rest easy, Spider-Man. I have dealt with the unknowable before.
Yes, but have you ever worn clothes with their own appetite? I know symbiotic alien goop can seem like a cool idea, but take it from me. Not worth it one bit. The symbiote gets in your brain and makes you do things you'd never ordinarily do.
Robbie told me the symbiote influenced you to make some questionable fashion choices. Pompadours aside, I do not see an evil Peter Parker standing before me.
Oh man, I never should have confided that secret to Robbie. I will never live that haircut down. Seriously, Hunter, realizing I was wearing a living extraterrestrial skin was almost as traumatic as the time Aunt May and I got bed bugs from a library book.
Oh my god, that's not
Some
good.
nights I wake up thinking my shadow is the symbiote slithering up my wall.
Still, you bested it, because you, Peter Parker, are righteous at heart. And we have that in common.
Well, look at you appealing to our shared sense of goodness. I guess there's no other way, huh?
Only this suit can penetrate the symbiote barrier around the sanctum.
Yeah, I hear that too. What sits worse with me? The Sanctum Sanctorum is wearing a symbiote. Alien-possessed architecture gives me the extra creeps.
Both Stark and Doctor Strange invested serious time and effort into making the symbiote suit as safe as possible. Magic and science working together is a dream come true.
Depending on who you ask, Tony Stark hasn't always been one of the good guys. Some of his inventions might have done more harm than good. I honestly think that's why he gave us these sparks for free. That's not my theory, by the way, just something I heard on the internet. And from Ileana and Miko. Oh, and I think Strange muttered it under his breath once.
I was unaware of all of that.
Don't even get me started on Doctor Strange's meddling with the multiverse. But you're right, Hunter. There is no way this could possibly backfire.
Oh, come on, don't ever
If
say
it
that.
does, Spider-Man, we will deal with the repercussions as a team.
Or get eaten by a symbiote wearing Sanctum Sanctorum as a team. Just be careful wearing that extraterrestrial tracksuit, Hunter. Last thing we want is for you to turn against us.
Thank you for your concern, Spider-Man.
Thanks for hearing me out, Hunter.
Wow. I guess I did miss out on something because I didn't get this talk. Maybe when you don't wear it, it's a different discussion.
Perhaps, Aunt, the Spider-Man is correct.
This is not the first time we've used the weapons of the enemy to fight our enemy, and it will not be the last. But it is your decision, Hunter. You are the one wearing it.
I do not fear this symbiote. It will submit to my purposes. It is not the first time I have wielded a weapon with its own consciousness and desires.
We agree that this must be done. I have no doubt in your ability, but heed Spider-Man's warning. We do not fully know what the symbiote is capable of. I suppose I do have a single misgiving, Hunter. If the symbiote has any unusual reactions to your collar, well, keep an eye on it, and be sure to let me know as soon as possible.
I feel like it goes without saying. If anything compromises the integrity of the collar, it is important, correct?
That is correct. Your collar and your life are intrinsically linked. We would need to mitigate any damage to save your life. Hunter, you must take extreme caution in all actions. The threads binding our reality together are inextricably bound in surprising ways. Sometimes they are stitches, other times knots or tangles. Reckless action and needless risk are the threats we must be most aware of. Now, put on your alien suit and go free the Sanctum Sanctorum of Lilith's corruption. I do not believe Spider-Man's fears to be founded, but nothing is certain. However, if he is right, I fully expect Spider-Man to be annoying about it. So don't let that happen. Remember, if your collar reacts oddly to the symbiote, alert me immediately.
Well, we've got usually these things in the suit, right? Okay, so, they really want me to do this
listen.
now.
If you need any chafing advice for your new armor, come see me, okay?
Goodness, this never ends. It is open. I just know it's gonna hold back a lot of club meetings. Well, I didn't read the next book yet, so maybe it isn't a good time. This is gonna be a big one, though. I would just like to have the words of power and all this stuff out of the way. I don't want to mix the two. And I don't mind the idea of epic credits. But I also know that we owe somebody. It's probably going to be too late. But I do know we owe somebody Intel cache. Could do a quickie, do the challenge, and then the next day we can do this thing. Ooh, or defeat a Nest Mother, an epic. And he's one of our specialists too. Hold on a moment. You know how much I love this. I don't. Actually, this time, I'd like to have a black one. Or, well, this looks more like a hematite one. I'll take that. Looks good for it. Let's do that. Okay. We'll do that. We'll get the word of power. I know I'm being overconfident. Eddie, you don't get enough action, do you? We could do him. That would be funny. He only takes like 3 points. A spar would do it. To you too. Okay. We definitely want more of this and this. Because we want more cards this time around. Okay, a couple of DLCs and me on the road. Alright, you know the routine. If you've seen my streams or seen this anywhere else. When you defeat the Nest Mother, it's over, we go home. She puts out altars, aka purple rocks. They're like minions. They're easy to take out. That's why we like characters with a lot of chain, because they don't necessarily have to bump anything into them. Each time you do that, you take her down. She's being blocked by a Guardian. We either take down his block, or we enchant him to attack her twice.
This is as close as you'll get to a straight fight. Take that thing down.
Whoa, they're spread around this time.
Show no mercy.
Well, this is
It is as good as done.
This is for the. So what's out of the way here for us? Hold on, stop that. Okay, so there's one way out in the boonies here. There's one there.
Prepare to die!
They cannot possibly match your strength.
She can be going. Actually, that can take them More down, more out. Yeah, we like this.
Lilith herself could not best me. What makes you think you will fare any better?
See, now she's down to what? 418. So we already took about half from her. This is also quick. Is there anybody left to do that? Nothing. Goes. She has 182 left. I say let's go home.
Join!
We've done it. Excellent work.
Now you know why I love these. We didn't even have to use any of our combat items. It's wonderful. Okay. This takes more time than the battle, right? Well, I'll try not to do that. I don't know. I think we've done this one before. It does look kind of groovy, though. I've never seen it to plain white before. That's different. Except I'm having a great time. They should all have fun. He's already smiling. Yeah, that's really groovy. We love Nest Mother missions. Surprisingly, he had little to do. Morbius usually really gets into these. They didn't give us a chain for him. He did get to bump, though. We loves our shoves. With all these things, I don't know why I am not seeing the get a third slot for your combat items. I don't know why I'm not seeing that. I thought by now I'd have 3 slots. Okay. It's book club. I'm not ready for book club. Hold on a second. I gotta read this. Hold on. I gotta read this. Oh my
I need
God.
to meditate soon. It's important that I...
Oh my God. I gotta read this. Okay. Alright, the Kavat Koth. This is, remember, this is a species that likes to invade, right? So, let me bring down the fire. Okay. By the first lawgiver, order and orbit, the harvest and the bloom. Excerpt. The field is vast, wide open with possibility, fraught with responsibility, overwhelming with fragility, golden to a few. Without labor, outcome is chance. With labor, outcome is assured. Labor is essential to outcome. Without the tilling, the crops will not grow. Without the force of will, the wilds will overtake the field. Chaos overtakes the order. The order must be imposed for the crops to take root. There is no question. It must be done. There is an orbit to labor. It proceeds in one direction and must not be reversed, as that is against the nature of things. The orbit is invisible, as all orbits are. The orbit is also plain to see, as all orbits are. Follow the orbit. The path of the orbit proceeds this way. Till the fields, sow the seed, pull the weed, reap the crop. This is the orbit of the bloom. The wall and the tower, the passing of days. Excerpt. The walls contain, but do not constrain. The walls define, but are not definitive. Walls can be redefined, do not forget. Atop the wall rests the tower. The tower overlooks the harvest. It must always be seen. The tower also defines the orbit. The tower looks backward and forward, toward the bloom, toward the harvest. It is empty, it is full, both have value, though the value changes as the orbit proceeds. A tower may grow as stale as a crop. Best to renew it. An empty tower may falter if left empty too long. A full tower may rot if left stagnant. Always mark the days. The days chart the path of the orbit. They may not be rushed. They proceed without permission. To lose the days risks losing the orbit, and without the orbit, labor is nothing. As all proceeds, all will succeed. Remember, this is a metaphor for many things. So at least now, when we go back to Blade, also there's stuff to read here too, in its time. I think we can do this faster coming out here. Yeah, I'm ready. Oh, my bad. He said time for book club. All right, Steve is first.
I like this book, but I can't explain why. Maybe I'll figure it out as we discuss it.
Everyone's in a mood to mingle. Go ahead. We can start whenever. Can we start?
Oh, not yet.
Just a second.
Sure. Get some punch.
Punch.
I should not be this nervous about what you all thought of the book. Even the best translations from Kree lose subtext.
Let's get this started.
Oh yeah.
I am ready.
She knows she just read
Carol,
it.
this was your book, so you can start.
I'll throw it back to you. What did you think of the book?
I had a rough time with it.
You didn't like it?
Didn't say that. At first I spent more time referencing the glossary than reading the book.
Sounds familiar. What changed?
I noticed a kind of rhythm to the words. I began to see them as lyrics to a song. All that dry talk faded and it finally came together. The lyrics made it feel much bigger than a chapter on Cree farming implements.
Yep.
Exactly. This book was about much more than farming.
Exactly. The rhythm to it helped paint a bigger picture. Once I caught on, I kept reading and didn't rely on the glossary. I picked everything up from context. That's when I realized none of this was about farming.
That's right.
I'm surprised how much stuck with me, despite some concepts being legit alien to me.
Agreed. For me, the rhythm wasn't lyrics. It was more like the book was written to a cadence.
That's why I had you read it on your Spark. The mnemonic lexicon won't work with a hard copy.
The what now?
An ancient Cree technique. It helps you remember texts that would otherwise be considered... There's no Cree word for stuffy, but essentially that. But all that's packaging. Let's get into the book itself. Hunter, did you figure out what the bloom and the harvest represent?
Mm-hmm.
The bloom represents the range of a fortress. The harvest happens when enemies enter that range.
That's one vital part. You're right, the bloom can represent overlapping fields of fire, but it's more than one concept.
That's right, it applies to everything.
At the
pretty
time
much.
of the book's writing, the Kree cared most about integrating captured territory while still expanding their empire. Conquered worlds came with people. Rather than treat them as prisoners, the Kree provided them with most benefits enjoyed by Kree citizens. This period is known as the cultivation.
So the bloom was when they gained full citizenship under their conquerors.
No, it's when the world requested it. As long as they could feed themselves with Kree farming techniques and defend their world with Kree defenses, the request was granted with few exceptions.
So what's the harvest?
As part of the service required by the Empire, many of these new citizens began the cultivation of freshly conquered worlds.
So they were living examples. Show the newly conquered what they could achieve if they went along with the Empire.
That's also how vampires work.
Carol, I think I pieced together the Kree strategy.
Do tell.
It's all tied to agriculture. Every soldier knows you can't fight if you can't eat, but they applied this to their expansion. Till the field, sow the seed, pull the weed, reap the crop. It means the Kree wouldn't advance until the territory they took was secure and productive.
Well, it did make him predictable.
If your enemy knows how you will act, they can prepare.
Certainly, for other spacefaring empires. But most worlds had no idea the Kree existed until the invasion was underway. But the Kree expansion had momentum. They could afford to push harder because their whole weight was behind the advance. Unless a world could push just as hard, it would eventually fall under Kree control. Carol, how was that?
Close enough to impress me. The strategy in Volume 32 wasn't perfect, but it worked out for the Kree far more often than it failed.
What happened when it failed?
That's covered in Volume 33.
And that's book club. Steve, you're up next. What's your book?
The Mantle of Authority by General Chester Phillips.
Is this the one you keep saying I should read?
The very same. Now you have to. It's book club.
All right.
Before I forget, I asked Logan to join us next time.
He said yes?
He can read?
He can read?
I can't wait to see how this goes.
I think he's had enough experience reading.
So, Why choose this book?
Volume 30 was way too spicy for this crowd.
Go on.
I'm kidding. It's relevant to what we're facing today. Hydra, the Lilin, your mom, they seem to have the upper hand all over the world.
Sure, but I want to hear more about that spicy book.
I guarantee you don't. Ancient Kree takes on population husbandry are, let's call it, mechanically quaint.
Right, but on a scale of 1 to 10, how spicy?
-5. Ration paste bland, apartment wall vanilla, hotel art banal, even the diagrams are boring.
How so?
It's all geometric shapes. Until I realized they were representational, I was extremely confused about Kree biology. Let's just say that I can never look at an octagon the way I used to.
I hope you enjoy the book I chose.
Why do you say that?
It's about people who weren't around until after your death, but I'm sure you'll figure out the context.
I don't know, Charlie was here earlier.
When Venom sees your armor, he will know fear.
I hope so.
Okay, just between us, Carol's book was extremely weird, right?
Well, I learned a thing or two.
What, how to grow turnips on the moon?
That is harsh.
I didn't think it was that bad. But interstellar agriculture as a metaphor for planetary conquest, not what I expected.
You cannot let her know what you really think.
Really? I don't care to lie, especially to someone I'm into.
You do not need to lie, but you can deflect. Just do not offer your unvarnished opinion.
I don't know. She seems to respect people who are upfront with her.
Why take that risk?
Maybe you're right. Thanks, Hunter.
Of course.
You calling it?
Oh yeah. I got stuff to do tonight.
I should leave.
Righteous.
Okay. It was her book. It's her stuff. Ooh, that's actually kind of nice. It's modified. That might be a keeper.
Great choice, Carol. Good meeting.
I'm glad you like the book.
Yeah, it was different.
Hey, I know we have another book to read, but do you have any free time beyond that?
I could find some time.
Aww.
Good, because I want to hear your thoughts on Volume 50.
What now?
Volume 50 of the Kavat Koth. It's entirely about Kree agricultural practices, but it builds on the metaphor. It's essential reading before Volume 89.
Volume 89?
Yep. Small unit tactics in zero-gravity environments. It's a real page-turner.
Sounds like it.
So you have time to read them?
Yes, that's what I said.
Great. When you're done, we can talk about it, like a mini book club.
Great.
I'd be interested too.
Oh, come on. Stop
Great.
that. that's where
Maybe
it started.
we should ask everyone.
Oh, the hunter's real busy. No time to read about space corn.
That's a shame.
Isn't it, though?
What you doing, Charlie?
There we go. You know, I'm trapped here. I can't get out without shoving people. You know, that's just the way. I'm gonna have to teleport. Oh, thank God. Oh my God, that was funny. I couldn't get out unless they shoved people, then they'd accuse me of barreling into them. I didn't shove you the other day, you know that, right? Look how far we are.
It's time to go get my sanctum back.
Yeah, that's tomorrow, I promise.
Good day, Hunter.
Good evening, Auntie. It's evening. It's evening. Spider-Man. You know what? You know what? We didn't have to use those combat items, right? So they're the right combat items we need for what we gotta do. So, if we got a combat bonus, I don't expect it, but if we got a combat bonus from this, is it gonna count for us? Oh. That wasn't a combat bonus. But we are a hop, skip, and jump, and look who's waiting for us. You don't mind if I change into another outfit for now, right? I really want to do that. Give me my suit. I'm gonna wear my Salem suit for this. This is a special occasion. I'm wearing this suit for this.
Set's challenge will be the hardest. Are you ready?
I am ready. Where Wanda failed, I will succeed.
That's my Hunter. Good luck, dear.
Let's make sure we got what we need. Do we need anything else for a combat item? Battlefield scanner, Mercury totem. We might not need the Mercury totem because I think every time Charlie does a KO, she gets I'm just thinking maybe cure for injured or wounded will keep us going, or block equal to offense. It's not a bad thing to have either, or conceal. I'm gonna do that. Just gotta be ready for it. Okay.
That is something.
Trial of the Elder God set. Break that which is brittle. Okay. 4 turns, 16 million.
If you remember from the last trial, I told you that Hippus was consumed by his brother Set, who absorbed his power. It was this betrayal that showed the Elder Gods, including Chthon, the path towards their own corruption.
You know, I really wanted it on Bladestorm, but sure, why not? So what do we have here?
some for the rest of us.
Yeah, it's intentional.
This is a serious predicament for you.
Oh, I just realized this isn't a splitter. It's a... what are those things called? Oh... Revenants. It's a revenant.
This shall be of great help. Their time is short.
I love it.
You are too weak for this fight. I am impressed.
Soulbound. All soulbound enemies must be carried out on the same turn to truly be defeated. If a soulbound enemy is still active at the end of the enemy turn, all other soulbound enemies will be revived. They also distribute their weight, so they get smaller.
I saw a move like that once, centuries ago.
One of these is enough, to be honest. But this is where the Iron Oak Charm comes in handy. Let's see now. How much is left on them? 156? Could have done that first. If I did this, I wouldn't need the Iron Oak Charm, would I?
You had the chance to escape. Your mother abandons you.
I don't think we'll be seeing any serpent men, but in his heyday, Set created his own personal army, much like Lilith and her children. He seemed to have an unusual fascination with Earth's various reptile species.
There is no escape. Feel my call. They cannot possibly match your strength. Now that was something.
Now. Imagine she raised her paw. Okay, we did this intentionally. We want to see more things coming our way, right? We need another 5. Oh, there's our 16.
If you believe everything an old witch will tell you, when the now corrupt Set descended upon the earth, he used the dinosaurs to create his physical form.
Ah, so Set would look like a reptile, in other words. I don't see where this is particularly difficult. Am I being overconfident? I'm being overconfident. It says we had 2 turns remaining, but...
They cannot possibly match your strength.
Who's this one? 384? Oh, keep that.
I saw a move like that once, centuries ago.
That's right. Okay. Now I could take those lumps. I got the block for it.
Unfortunately for those lumbering beasts, when autumn came to destroy Set, the ensuing battle lasted for thousands of years and drove them to extinction alongside their fallen admirer.
The untold price of being favored by the Elder Gods. I will make this call. Once again, Lilith's servants fall. Now that was something.
How much you got left? 12? I'll give my doggy the honors.
Leave some for the rest of us.
There we go. not bad.
I wouldn't go so far as to say Set is pleased, but I'm sure you've piqued his interest.
There we go. I wouldn't mind this without all that junk on it. So I'm not going to change too much about it, except maybe bring this up higher. Because we that good. Okay, maybe just bringing Hunter higher up. Okay. So, I'm going to do an all Abby stream. I'm going to cut this stream and then I'm going to resume it as an all Abby. Open up everything else, find everything else. Because we need to do that. And Set likes it. The word of power to break. With Set's power, physical barriers that stand in your way will be torn down. Walls, barricades, and other natural obstructions shatter before the power of break. Yep, looks like a reptile. I suppose we should try it on something, huh? Oh wait, are those bones? They're not for our stuff, I guess.
Set has decided not to.
Do I have to be closer? Okay, I guess it isn't.
If it were meant to be broken, Set would gladly assist.
Aha! That's why I don't remember seeing that statue. I must have seen it for a moment. That's what we got left. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, we're heading there anyway. There's a lot to be done. Whoa, some things grew back pretty quickly. This is going to be a big deal for us. There we go.
Break the wall, Hunter. I will be right here. After.
This is going to be a big deal. Am I ready for it? You know what? I'm going to call this a stream. We had a lot. We got a new suit, everything. But, however, there's a lot to be discovered before we head on to save the Sanctum. So I'm going to call it a stream right here. And the next one is going to be an all Abby extravaganza.